Nehemiah chapter 12. And these were the priests and the Levites who came up with Zerubbabel, son of Shealtiel, and Yeshua, Seraiah, Yirmiah, Ezra, Amariah, Maluch, Chatush, Shechaniah, Rehum, Meremoth, Iddo, Ginnethoi, Aviah, Miyamin, Maadiah, Bilgah, Shemaiah, and Yoyariv, Yediah, Salu, Amok, Hilkiah, and Yediah. These were the heads of the priests and their brothers in the days of Yeshua. And the Levites, Yeshua, Binui, Kadmiel, Shereviah, Yehuda, Mattaniah, over the thanksgiving, he and his brothers, and Bakbukiah and Uni, their brothers, were opposite them for guard duties. And Yeshua brought forth Joachim, and Joachim brought forth Eliashiv, and Eliashiv brought forth Joiada, and Joiada brought forth Jonathan, and Jonathan brought forth Yaddua. And in the days of Joachim, the priests, the heads of the fathers' houses, were Seraiah, Meriah, of Yirmiah, Hananiah, of Ezra, Meshulam, of Amariah, Yehochanan, of Melichu, Jonathan, of Shevaniah, Yosef, of Harim, Adna, of Meraioth, Chelkai, of Iddo, Zechariah, of Ginnethon, Meshulam, of Aviah, Zichri, son of Minyamin, of Maatiah, Piltai, of Bilgai, Shammua, of Shemaiah, Jehonathan, of Joyariv, Mattenai, of Yediah, Uzi, of Salai, Kalai, of Amok, Ever, of Hilkiah, Chashaviah, and of Yediah, Nethanel. The Levites and priests in the days of Eliashiv, Joiada, Johanan, and Yaddua were recorded heads of their fathers' houses, also the priests in the reign of Dariawesh the Persian. The sons of Levi, the heads of the fathers' houses until the days of Johanan, son of Eliashiv, were written in the book of the Annals. And the heads of the Levites were Chashaviah, Shereviah, and Yeshua, son of Kadmiel, with their brothers opposite them to praise, to give thanks, watch opposite watch, according to the command of David, the man of Elohim. Mattaniah and Bakbukiah and Ovatiah, Meshulam, Talmon, Akuv, were gatekeepers guarding at the storerooms of the gates. These were in the days of Joachim, son of Yeshua, son of Yotzadak, and in the days of Nehemiah the governor, and of Ezra the priest, the scribe. And at the dedication of the wall of Jerusalem, they sought out the Levites in all their places, to bring them to Jerusalem, to perform the dedication with gladness, and with thanksgivings, and with singing, cymbals, harps, and lyres. And the sons of the singers gathered together from the countryside around Jerusalem, from the villages of the Netophathites, and from the house of Gilgal, and from the fields of Geba and Asmaweth. For the singers had built themselves villages all around Jerusalem. And the priests and Levites cleansed themselves, and they cleansed the people, and the gates, and the wall. And I brought the rulers of Yehuda up on the wall, and appointed 2 large thanksgiving choirs, to go to the right on the wall toward the dung gate. And after them went Hoshaiah and half of the rulers of Yehuda, then Azariah, Ezra, and Meshulam, Yehuda and Binyamin, and Shemaiah, and Yirmiah. And of the sons of the priests with trumpets, Zechariah, son of Jonathan, son of Shemaiah, son of Mattaniah, son of Michaiah, son of Zakur, son of Asaph, and his brothers, Shemaiah and Azarel, Milalai, Gilalai, Maiah, Nethanel, and Yehuda, Hanani, with instruments of songs of David, the man of Elohim, with Ezra the scribe before them. And at the fountain gate, and straight ahead of them, they went up the stairs of the city of David, on the stairway of the wall, beyond the house of David, as far as the water gate eastward. And the other thanksgiving choir went over against them, and I behind them with half of the people on the wall, going past the tower of the ovens as far as the broad wall, and above the gate of Ephraim, and above the old gate, and above the fish gate, and the tower of Hananel, and the tower of the 100, as far as the sheep gate. And they stood still at the gate of the prison. Then the 2 thanksgiving choirs took their stand in the house of Elohim, and I and half of the deputy rulers with me, and the priests Eliakim, Maaseiah, Minyamin, Michaiah, Elioenai, Zechariah, and Hananiah with trumpets, and Maaseiah, and Shemaiah, and Elazar, and Uzi, and Yehochanan, and Malchiah, and Elam, and Ezer. And the singers sang aloud, with Yizrachiah in charge. And on that day they slaughtered great slaughterings, and rejoiced, for Elohim had made them rejoice with great joy. And the women and the children also rejoiced, so that the joy of Jerusalem was heard far away. And on that day some were appointed over the rooms for the stores, for the contributions, for the firstfruits, and for tithes, to gather into them from the fields of the cities the portions required by the Torah for the priests and for the Levites. For Yehudah rejoiced over the priests and the Levites who stood up. Both the singers and the gatekeepers guarded the charge of their Elohim, and the charge of the cleansing, according to the command of David and Shalom his son. For in the days of David and Asaph of old, they were chiefs of the singers, and songs of praise and thanksgiving to Elohim. And in the days of Zerubbabel, and in the days of Nehemiah, all Israel gave the portions for the singers and the gatekeepers, a portion for each day. And they set apart what was for the Levites, and the Levites set apart what was for the children of Aharon.